In this video, we're going to add in Grace and John's rental property and all the associated mortgage, expenses and income. I'm going to show you how to do that all in one screen. So to add the rental property, we would go down to the plus button in the bottom right hand corner and click on property. I'm going to change the asset type from primary residence to rental. I'm going to keep it as a joint ownership. I will call it the rental property. I'll give it the market value of say €110,000 and a purchase value of €70,000. It's not a future purchase, they already have it, so I'm going to leave all that as it is. Now we're going to go to this menu on the left hand side and you will see that we have options to link a debt, some expenses and also an income, and we're going to do each one of those. But before I do that, let's just go to recap on the timing, which is because we've said it's not a future purchase, we assume it's in the plan from the start until the very end. So first of all, let's put the mortgage in. So I'm going to click on link debt and I'm going to create a new debt. So click on that and then click on debt. I will just call it the rental mortgage. I will give it a balance of say 45,000 and an interest rate of 5%. Now under payment type, we've got the option for the repayment, that's the capital and interest, or we have for interest only. In this case, I'm going to choose interest only, and you can see that Voyant works out the monthly amount. You have other options also to say whether the interest is tax deductible and also options for offset accounts as well. So now we're going to click on this done here because that's the mortgage bit completed. And then we're going to move on to expenses first. So I'm not going to link it to an existing expense. I've not created that yet, so I'm going to create a new expense. So you can see it opens a window within there to help you create those expenses, and I'll just call it the rental expense and I'll give it an amount of 5,000 per annum. You can also choose here whether that is tax deductible and choose the priority. I'm going to leave it as the highest priority basic. You can also change the inflation rate of this rental expense here if you wish to. This has come through from the plan settings. In fact, I'm going to increase it to 3%. It only changes this rental expense, nothing else. So now I'm going to click done for the rental expense and then move on to the income. I haven't put the income in yet. If it would, I could link it, but I'm going to create and link to a new one, and I'm just going to call it the rental income and say that is, for example, €11,000 a year. Now you've got the options for different tax types, income, capital gains or dividends. I'm going to leave this at income, and the tax status, whether it's taxable or non-taxable. I'm going to say it's taxable. You've got also the growth that has come through from the plan settings. Again, you can change that if the income is going to go up more or less than the plan setting growth rate. I'm going to change that to slightly less than, so to 2%. Again, this will only affect this rental income. So now I'm going to click done. So we're still in the rental property mode, so I can go back to the basics, and if I need to, I can change the market value, but I'm going to click done now. Let's have a look how this changes the plan. So what we're going to see here, what we can see immediately, because I'm in the cash flow, and just let me pop my legend on, is that we can see that there's an extra added bit of income coming through. We've called it other, it corresponds to that there, and that will relate to the rental income. So let's have a look at the other things that has changed. So if I go to year view, I can now see that joint rental income coming in, €5,500 each. We've got the expenses, the rental expenses again split. We have the property, so we've got the rental property in there, so that was the value and the growth, less the mortgage to give us the equity, and there we have the mortgage in. So we did this as interest only, so I'll expand that and it will show all of that payment is just covering the interest. Now if I were to move my cursor up the screen here, you will see that that rental mortgage will always be there because it's interest only. The income is always there because it's there as long as we still have the rental property in, and the expenses are there too. In a previous video I've shown you how to sell a property. You would do exactly the same thing here if you wanted to sell the rental property, and by selling the rental property, because everything is linked, the mortgage, the income and the expenses, they will all stop at the same time. So it's really useful thing to create the property and link everything to it. Thank you for watching, and I hope you found that useful.